As promised in a previous video, I'm back to give you, I guess, my reaction to the updates that we've seen since SuperChargers launched back in October. There have been a few minor updates just to fix bugs and such, but there have been two major updates that have actually added or changed things in the game. The first of these updates started out just moving the vehicle elemental zones up here. Just added another entry point to them. It's not the only entry point, because if we head down here, you'll see they're still available off to the right here where they used to be. This location down below here used to be the only location for them.
Only a vehicle of the fire element can enter this gate.
So yeah, only fire vehicles right now, which include Hot Streak and Burn Cycle. As you can see, those two, the outlines of those two vehicles flipping back and forth there. Only those two vehicles can complete this challenge, but there's a challenge for every vehicle, or every element, I should say, of each vehicle. So no matter what vehicle you have, you'll have some challenge to complete here. The second part of that that they updated in the first update, at least, was to add this cabinet here. This cabinet was not here when the game launched. It, as you can see, has all 10 elements listed on it, and for each elemental challenge you complete, that element will be lit up here. And right now you can see I've showed you in one of the update videos that I've collected a bunch of these already. But for each one that you collect, it will give you experience orbs, which will level your character up an entire level, as well as some type of reward, like a hat or a skystone or any other things like you could get from the wishing well. So I like it as another way to collect goods, because there are a lot of things to collect in this game. I thought the experience orbs got to be a bit much, because I started having characters that I haven't even played yet, getting them up to level 20 just by collecting these orbs. So that seemed counterintuitive, but then the last thing the first update gave us was this chest up here, which is very similar to the cabinet down below, except this is for the supercharged challenges. This is where you need to pair your Skylander up with their signature vehicle. That will unlock the supercharged challenge. In each of these challenges, you can get 1, 2, or 3 stars. And so if you get 3 stars in all of them, eventually you'll be able to get up to, well, 54 stars in the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One versions. There are actually 60 stars to get in the Wii U version, because of Donkey Kong and Bowser. 2 extra characters equal 2 extra challenges, which means that you can get 6 extra stars. But same thing here, you get a prize such as a hat, or skystone, or whatever, all those other things you can collect in the game, as well as the experience orbs. So between this chest here and the cabinet down there, I collected a lot of experience orbs. Thankfully, I still had characters that needed experience. Otherwise, they would have gone to waste. And yeah, that would have been no fun. But it's an interesting little update there. I guess, like I said, I like that they gave you another way to get some of those collectibles, but the experience orbs are probably a little overkill. The other thing I should have mentioned is that not only did we get a secondary entrance point to these up on the ship above where we started, but they started putting these gates in within the levels, and that's starting to confuse a lot of people because they think it's like a new section of the level that they haven't seen yet, or something that's behind an elemental gate, when I specifically told you there's not elemental gates in the levels. But that's all that it is. They've placed some of these elemental vehicle gates within the levels. I think they just wanted to give them a little more exposure. Probably try to get the kids to beg the parents to buy some more vehicles, but it's nothing extra in the level. It just takes you to this elemental vehicle challenge. You can access them all from the academy already. It's nothing new. They're just trying to show you that they're there. Okay, so that was all in the first update. It was a big update, like I said. The second big update, gave us 2 robot friends. If you watched the update video, I got to show you Seymour. I'm a little surprised we haven't run into him yet, because to be perfectly honest, Seymour, the little guy, the first time you meet him, it's great because he gives you thousands and thousands of gear bits. However, after that, he can get a little bit annoying. So I'm kind of glad he hasn't shown up yet, but maybe he still will. He just pops up at random from what I can tell. I haven't seen a pattern to it. There's not a certain location or a certain time of day or anything like that. It's just completely at random when he pops up. So I can't show him to you right now. I'll link to the previous update video down in the description so you can check him out and see what I'm talking about if you haven't met him already. But he was part of that second big update. The other part of it was this area over here. This used to be a dead end that just took you to the racing area, but the second update added this little alcove here with the Boom 5000 robot, as well as this customization deck over here. So the Boom 5000 gives you, allows you to purchase these upgrade kits, I guess. And as you can see, they have not only allow you to use the in-game currency of gear bits, but you can spend real money to buy these. It's just something all games are doing nowadays. It doesn't surprise me at all that they jumped on board, especially with Activision at the helm. So you can see here, in the upper left-hand corner, the Shield Striker still has 5,000 gear bits. So just in case you haven't seen this yet, we'll go ahead and buy this chest. You can buy it for money or gear bits. We'll go for the gear bits. It's gonna create this chest with 8 random items. And we'll check it out. Open this up real quick. I opened up one of the large chests in the actual update video I made, so you can check that out later if you want. Just flip some of these over here and then go check it. Look at our stash of these. All right, so there you go. A couple more cards, and then what these allow you to do is customize your vehicle. And my first thought, I don't know how many of you have played this or seen this, but if you've played Rocket League, this is scary close. So other than the boosts, I've talked about these before. These are consumable cards. So I don't have a bunch of these, but like this one here with the 3 in the circle means I can use it 3 times before it's going to be gone. This one can be used 3 times. Got 3 of those. So I don't have a lot of those, but then we also have the decorations, which I don't have any of these right now because I did this on a different file last time apparently. You got your toppers. This is the part that really reminds me of Rocket League. That they're really big into these toppers or flags. And the neon. You can put some neon lighting down below, and a shout, which is kind of replaces your horn. But yeah, these options here with little customizations you can unlock for your vehicle, that is exactly like Rocket League. I mean, that's all it is. There has been some debate as to whether or not this was planned to come out at launch and they just didn't have time to finish it, and so they pushed it out later. Whether or not that's the case, it's a fun little thing. I mean, I like that they found something else for you to do with your gear bits, because I found that after a while, when you keep racing and replaying levels, that you end up with a ton of gear bits, and it doesn't take that many to upgrade your vehicle. And once your vehicle's fully upgraded, then you have nothing to do with all these gear bits. So they did give you something to do, and especially with those consumable boost cards, you hopefully, even after you collect all of the parts, then you'll just keep getting those boost cards that you can, have unlimited numbers of, that can help you out in the races. So it's an interesting addition. I think it's a good addition. Obviously, I think some people are going to get into trouble with the real money purchases here. That's something to watch out for, parents. But yeah, I mean, they look, innocuous enough, but I believe you do have to be, logged into the PlayStation Store or whatever Xbox Store is called, so if that's still password protected, you should be okay. I haven't actually tried buying these with real money, but, as far as long as they allow you to use in-game currency, I'm okay with it. If they were just asking for money straight up, I'd have a problem with that, I think. But being the way it is, that you can use in-game currency, you don't have to spend anything more to get those parts, get those boosts. It's a nice addition. Not something I'm going to use a lot, but especially since this game was created for the kids, and I know that a lot of kids out there do like to customize things as much as they can, make them their own. So it's a nice simple way for you to do it, and something else to do with your gear bits once you're done upgrading the rest of your vehicle. So that's it. That's the two big updates that we had. A couple of my thoughts on them. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel for all the latest Skylanders news, tips, and tricks. And I'll see you soon.